Oh, Taylor.
Can I hire you to sit in a
I'll
circle for
expedite
3 days?
Sit in a what? I'm sorry.
Sit in a
We do
circle for
last
3
day
days.
challenges usually.
It's a not an uncommon MrBeast video. Well, he'll draw like a circle on the ground, maybe paint it in the grass, and then last one to leave that circle gets the car or something.
Yeah,
gets
or
the
gets 10
prize.
Oh,
grand.
that sounds like fun.
Oh,
It's
it
kind of
starts
like
that
a
way.
hands on a hard body challenge. You know?
Yeah, but it's brutal. It's hard to win. At the end of it, even the winner's only moderately happy. You know, they play hard. And my favorite, the dynamic is I'm sorry, I don't know the people's names, but his dad is like giving him shit for not being tough enough. Help me. Help me. Who are the players I'm talking about?
Chandler's literally
Yes.
probably lost. All right, this is just a random number, but like $1 million in challenges because he just could not win any of them. And his dad's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, just win one."
They'd get his dad on the phone and be like, "Toughen up, Chandler, would you?" You know, and he'll give him like a pep talk. Still can't win. So his dad goes in there and he's like, "I'm gonna win the prize." His dad sounds a little like Alec. "I'm gonna win the prize myself," and he didn't. Not in the video I saw.
But
See, like all you have to do is hang out in the circle, and then when you need to pee on the other participants. in the
that is
circle.
sabotage. We have a strict no sabotage.
Oh, that's not
Oh,
allowed.
well, then I would be out quick.
But they didn't have a no teaming rule. So it was like, "Taylor, I'll pay you $5,000 to leave if you give me that heated blanket." And you'll be like, "Oh, you know, should I try and win $10,000 or take my 5?" And now I get a heated. You know, it's fun.
It's interesting. It's actually funny. Earlier today, we wrapped up a challenge, which will probably be out when this goes up. Last to leave pool of money keeps it, and we just filled a pool with money in.
A swimming pool of money. How much?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like swimming. Like it's more of a hot tub, but
Okay.
Like, pool.
Listen,
it
the
like cash in there?
thumbnail will show a really big pool, but in reality, it's just a hot tub. Let's just say that.
Yep.
And then they
It's
bring-
just a kiddie pool, you
yeah.
know?
And then the video opens with them bringing it back from Walmart.
Yeah, it's a hot tub. It's funny.
How much money does it take to fill a hot tub?
Well, and I show in the video, so it's not like I try to hide things. But
Right.
I mean, we had to put like crumbled up paper on the bottom and then layer the money on top of it because obviously it wasn't enough.
Yeah, because I
Not yet.
would have a hard time estimating how much money a hot tub holds, even in singles.
Mm-hmm. I don't know because, like I said, we only did like the top third of it with money.
How much was it? Tell me. I keep asking.
Oh, okay, $20,000.
Okay.
Is it all singles?
Yeah.
I'm forcing someone with $20,000 in singles. That's funny. I
Dude,
like
that's
that.
not even bad. Was it Chandler's father you gave the pennies to? Am I right about that?
Yes, we filled his backyard with pennies and then took Chandler and his dad to buy new cars.
Yeah. But you don't understand, to Taylor, how many pennies this takes to fill a yard. Like, it's outrageous.
We've spoken about that specific.
Oh, did we?
I don't know if it's a prank or what is it, like, as far
Or
as
if it's
qualifying,
a
because
gift?
it's the kind of prank I would want to be pulled on me, where it's like, haha, I dropped a bunch of legal tender in your backyard. What are you gonna do? I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna go to the
and
back.
that's what I like to try to do is like another way to keep the content fresh and stay, above average, I guess is a nice way to put it. But is to almost make it where like people like we that meteor on the car video, like putting meteors on my friend's car in and of itself is like a video a YouTuber would do. And then afterwards we took them to go buy new cars, which in and of itself is a video a YouTuber would normally do. And while we're putting meteors on their car, my friends had 1 hour to spend $10,000 to keep them distracted, which is also a video they would do. So it's almost like a lot of our videos are literally like for other YouTubers would literally be 3 individual videos, and all 3 individual videos for them would involve way less money and way less effort, and we take them all and combine them and kind of do things like that as well. So I just think right now it's just so far out ahead of a lot of other people.
You really, I don't know, or I'm learning more now, but I didn't know anything about your content. But now that I'm hearing about it, like, I gotta watch some of your videos. Like, this is some funny fucking shit. Maybe that's not what I'm supposed to be taking away from it. That it's just like it is entertaining and fun. Like watching a car get crushed by a rock. That's great.
Different people might like different parts of the video. For me, it's about the human interaction, and the money is just the catalyst, the spark that makes the humans interact. And that human interaction can be like struggling to stay in the water. Apparently, staying in the water for a long time is awful. They start freezing, and
Your
you know,
fingers start like getting
yeah.
wrinkly.
You think you've had, what do you call the pringled fingers thing? Is there a name
I
for
don't
that?
know. But I tried
Pringle
to spend
fingers?
24 hours in water, and it got
When
really
they
bad.
crease up.
Oh,
the-
pruny fingers.
Pruny is what I'm going for. Yeah, you think you've maybe had or seen pruny fingers before, but you haven't done a 24-hour underwater challenge. There's another level to that. And MrBeast did, and I think he got like a kind of seasick. You know,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up because so like 12 hours in, I was getting symptoms of carbon dioxide poisoning. I was like, oh fuck, because I really wanted to
That's
finish.
what I was saying. It's a horrible. You need
we
a
had an air
doctor.
pump.
But
we
wait,
had an air pump pumping air in, so I
Just
was
get
told,
a doctor. Just have a doctor there, please.
well, we were getting
A medical
we
specialist.
consult experts. Like I'm not like an immature idiot. And experts are like, yeah, as long as you have something pumping
give me
fresh
some
air in,
credit for Googling Queb.
Those experts sitting there just like, yeah, that'll probably work.
Just go on
Wait,
Craigslist.
why didn't
A
why-
pool
That's probably
specialist.
chill.
why didn't the air pump work? So let me just lay this out. He's in a swimming pool, right? The kind that might be in a backyard. If I remember right, he's under like a large Tupperware thing, the kind you might store your winter clothes in. They somehow have that underwater with an air pump that in theory would bring in fresh air. So he's not supposed to get carbon dioxide poisoning because the thing is pumping in air from outside. Why wouldn't that work?
I think because the carbon dioxide sits at the top is what we pieced together afterwards. I don't know, honestly.
So maybe there wasn't enough circulation in the Tupperware?
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's the specific airflow. Right?
I could be all that. I don't know. I was really depressed at that time because I wanted to do the 24-hour challenge, and I was like, but I like almost threw up right after I got out. And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
really sad.
Dude, it's real. All of it's real. I'm not saying any of it, but like
Yeah.
the fact that it's real is what makes it interesting. And that's actually something I've wondered, like, how you going to keep up that level of suffering? And I was talking about it earlier in terms of money. Like, you know, you might have liked to count to $100,000 for $500 in, you know, AdWord revenue or whatever. But now you probably don't like that deal. Right now it takes a little more to get you out of bed.
I don't want to let you go too deep without changing because suffering isn't everything on this channel. Like,
It's not.
It's like, yeah. So
Go ahead.
that's why I like to keep the content diverse because I've cycled through so many phases, and like soon there'll probably be a time where nothing, like, we'll never do another long challenge like that again. Like, it's just about staying fresh, innovating, adapting, and always, you know, finding the new trend. Like I donated to Twitch streamers, and I did 10 of those, and like every one of them got over 10 million views. And then we've done a bunch of Last to Leave challenges. Those have all gotten over 10 million views. I've done lots of money giveaway videos that have gone over 10 million views. I've done lots of 24-hour challenges. Like, it's just like, do something, and then once it starts to get a little old, just stop and do the next thing. You know what I mean? That's innovative. It's kind of the mindset. So like, I'm not worried about that.
I'm curious, like, is pretty much all of your content from someone who doesn't know much about it, like the event driven, or do you spend time talking about like the movies, the TV shows, the kind of stuff you like to watch, like any of your personality put into it?
No, it's more about like what's going on in the video, because like the biggest thing is like that type of stuff just doesn't appeal to as many people. And like I've said, like I want to make lots of money so I can give lots of money away. That's just kind of what I want to do. And so I got to appeal to a wide audience so I can make as much as possible so I can do lots.
That's totally fair. Like, but you have a large enough following. I guarantee people are interested in like your personal life and things like that. Like the kind of, not even like super personal life, just stuff like for example, like what are your go-to TV shows? Like you probably never.
Well, anime, like we were talking about before.
Oh, anime.
Yeah.
If I were to answer his videos are event driven, but that's just like the surface of it. Afterwards, you sort of get to know the cast of characters and their little storylines. And
of course, you have to be charismatic, obviously, to get any kind of thing like this off the ground.
It's a different kind of charismatic. Like no one on the show is a really slick talker that I'm thinking of anyway. You know, but they're all genuine, and there's a certain charisma in that. So
well, and that's exactly how I want to keep it, just real and just kind of like we're normal people. Like I'm not like, you know, a lot of YouTubers. LA, they get lots of acting lessons. They have PR coaches. They have all this stuff. Like, I'm in fucking North Carolina. Like, I just make videos. I don't know what I'm doing, you know. Like, and I want to stay like that. I just want to be like a normal person, you know.
No, that totally makes. Do you have any, like, when you're not making your videos? What are your hobbies? Like, what are the rock climbing? Is there something you really enjoy when you're not focused on this philanthropic endeavor so much?
Yeah, it kind of just depends. Obviously, me and the boys play a lot of basketball, and I love baseball. But what else really is there? I don't know. Like,
who's your baseball team?
No, I don't watch baseball. Fuck that. But I love.
You just like
baseball.
playing. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of it though, it's hard to put into words, but like a lot of these things, like spending 24 hours in the desert and stuff like that, like those kind of are like hobbies. It's just like fun trips with the boys, and we just have fun. Like that's what I love about it, and I think like why a lot of people burn out a lot quicker before me is almost all my videos is just me and my best friends just like having fun and doing fun things, and that would be advice I'd give to YouTubers because like burnout is like literally the only thing that scares me because I think being a YouTuber is I've just done it so long and I've kind of just figured it out. Like I'll be able to do it pretty well as long as I want to, but it's more burnout is what scares me. I don't want to get to the point where I dread working or I hate it. And I like as of right now, every day I become more and more passionate about YouTube. And I think a lot of it's just kind of how we do the videos and just how it's set up, you know.
YouTube burnout's an interesting thing. Like so many YouTubers like they hit their peak and then they make their hey, I've secretly been depressed this whole time video.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take some time off and it's like really
those videos are hilarious.
And it's not even as obvious sometimes. Like sometimes like their uploads go down. Like it's not like they flat out say I'm dealing with burnout, but you can just tell. Like I think that's a big reason why a lot of creators fall off. Or just the effort in their videos goes down and then their views start to go down, you know, and things like that.
In the gaming one of the in particular, it's not that much fun after a while. Like what was your absolute dream job? I can't believe this is my life. Can sort of transition into like, man, actually spending all my time in a darkened room with blackout curtains, trying to get more footage.
Gotta grind kill streaks.
This isn't the dream I thought it was.
Yeah.
Well, and that's where it's how you set it up, though. You know, like you're your own boss. You can, if you're innovative and creative enough with the ideas, you can make it where it is fun again. I think a big problem a lot of channels have is they just don't have that many ideas to pick from. They're just like they're stuck on like, oh, this one thing. This is all I can do. Like
they pigeonhole themselves.
Literally right here on the other side of my Mac, there's literally 50 ideas written on a whiteboard that I'm confident all would do well. So like I could wake up and like be like, you know what, I'm in the mood to. What is this one? Well, I don't want to say some of them because I don't want them stolen. Like this one's 24 hours in the Bermuda Triangle. Visit the 7 wonders of the world. I don't want to give them away, but like things like that. So it's like I think because I do counsel a lot of YouTubers and try to help them, and for a lot of them, I think it's just a lack of creativity and a lack of investing a lot of time in the ideas. So then you can pick things that are more fun. You're not just constrained to this one thing. Like, oh well, if I don't do this, I can't pay the bills. Stuff like that.
Another big problem is that a lot of YouTubers feel like they have to do everything themselves. So now, you know, like you can do it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, working nonstop, no holidays, no weekends, you know, and not that good of a social life. No, like just like you can take that hit on your health. But if you keep it up for years and years and years, it's like you're going to get depressed. Like it just makes complete sense because you're just inside doing all of this stuff yourself. You're not going to see a therapist or whatever. You cut off all your social ties. So if you actually grow it as a business, hire people, you know, you actually like give away work and take care of yourself, you're going to survive like twice as long. 100%.
I would say like 10 times longer, but yeah.
10 times as long. Yes.
Yeah, probably.